MTN News, this is Montana This Morning.
Hike! Many players from Butte played in the Cats-Grizz rivalry, and I'll introduce you to some legends from both teams.
The latest safety report card for small pickup trucks. I'm Danya Backus with which pickups got the highest ratings.
I'm Joe St. George in Washington. What's going on with federal student loan debt? Will forgiveness actually happen? Will payments still resume in January? We break down the latest next.
Happy Thursday, Southwest Montana. Chet Lehman Medella with you here. Mother Nature continuing to show she is ultimately in charge.
Yep.
A little bit of snow falling in the overnight hours, and the temperatures just plummeting.
They are, for sure. There's still slick roads. The snow is tapering. Western parts near the Montana-Idaho state line still dealing with some snow. Dillon's still dealing with some snow. At least we're getting some reports there. Temperatures overall holding into the teens. That doesn't sound so bad, but our wind chill values are near zero. It doesn't sound good, don't get me wrong.
And that's as good as it's going to get.
Yeah, unfortunately for the next couple of days. Snow is working its way out of the area. I don't expect to see a lot more accumulation for most of the area. Again, the western part of Montana near the Idaho state line could pick up 1 to 2 inches. Looking at our daytime highs, only into the low teens at best for today. The models continue to update those numbers and not going up, I'll tell you that. We'll talk more about your forecast heading into the weekend in just a few minutes.
Right, thank you, Matt. 6:33 now. No argument. Butte's produced some really outstanding football players and coaches who've been involved in Cat-Grizz action, both currently and historically. Since John Amy tells us they still feel the rivalry in their blood.
It's the 121st meeting of the Cats and the Grizz, and some of the greatest players to ever play for both teams came from right here in the mining city.
Bobby Houck loves having Butte guys on that team. They bring some emotion and toughness to the team and some spirit to the team.
Both teams are going to need both toughness and spirit when they battle for the Great Divide Trophy on Saturday.
The Bobcat-Grizzly rivalry, you got to throw the records out because it's a rivalry game and anything can happen.
Butte twins Dan and Don Hewlin both played for Montana State in the early 70s and are considered some of the greatest Bobcat players of all time. They also beat Montana in all 4 matches, but wins never came easy, especially their senior year.
After the game, we showed no excitement or anything. Sonny Holland had to come into the locker room and say, hey, you guys got to realize you just beat the Grizzlies. And we were kind of disappointed because everybody expected us to walk all over them, and we didn't.
Many players from both teams grew up together and were friends, but there's no friends during the Brawl of the Wild.
You're friends with them, in high school, but in college it's just like, hey, I respect you. I definitely respect you, but this week I do not like you this week.
And Jason says there's still a tradition among the Butte players on the Grizzlies team who do a chant before each football game. Now the chant goes something like this: we're the boys from Butte, the land of rocks and ditches. And that's as much as the limerick as I can say, because it's not appropriate for television.
Right before they go out of the tunnel, and yeah, the boys from Butte go into the shower, so it echoes and it's louder, and they yell that out, and everyone starts banging on there, and then we're ready to roll.
And everyone will be ready to roll Saturday.
People come from all over the country to watch this game. And then there's neighborhood watch parties all over the country to watch this game.
By the way, one of the better places outside of either Bobcat Stadium or Washington Grizzly Stadium to watch the game, Metals Bank.
Okay, good.
Outstanding game party time there as well. Meantime, highway safety experts put small pickup trucks to the test using more severe measures to match the current dangers on the road. This latest round looked at the impact of side crashes, which account for about 1/4 of all traffic fatalities. CBS's Danya Backus has the results.
6 small pickup trucks took a beating. The nonprofit Insurance Institute for Highway Safety ran tests to see how the vehicles held up when hit from the side and generally liked the results. Becky Miller is a senior research engineer.
5 of the 6 vehicles got a good or acceptable rating. 1 received a marginal rating.
Good ratings went to the Chevrolet Colorado, the GMC Canyon, and the Honda Ridgeline.
We saw that the structure really held up to prevent the doors from coming in and intruding on the dummies.
This year's updated test smashed a heavier barrier into the pickups, 4,200 pounds, to represent a collision with an average SUV. Crews launched it at 37 miles per hour, then recorded the impact. The Nissan Frontier and Ford Ranger came out with only acceptable ratings because of the potential for head injuries to rear passengers. And while the Toyota Tacoma did well in some categories, it got a lower marginal rating because of how the impact crumbled the side of the truck.
The whole side of the structure really collapsed in significantly into the occupant compartment. Side crashes still account for nearly a quarter of the crash fatalities that are happening on U.S. roadways, so we think this is a really important topic.
The IIHS says small pickups have struggled for good ratings in the past, and these latest results are a shift in the right direction. Danya Backus, CBS News, Los Angeles.
Danya tells us all 6 of the small pickups received good ratings in the original side test before the IIHS switched to the more severe conditions. Well, heads up if you have federal student loans, most required payments are set to resume in January. Student loan forgiveness, meanwhile, has been blocked in the courts, at least for now. Our Joe St. George with a look at a push by some to delay the restart of those payments until the forgiveness debate gets resolved in the courts.
Let's face it, learning is expensive. In fact, $29,719 was the total amount, on average, college graduates last year borrowed. Of course, President Biden had plans to erase some of that debt with an executive order. $10,000 would be forgiven for most Americans who make under $125,000. Up to $20,000 would be forgiven for recipients of a Pell Grant. But the actual erasing of student debt by President Biden hasn't gone as smoothly as he would have liked. In fact, the whole program's on hold right now, creating questions for millions of Americans. First off, you need to know that these 6 states have filed a lawsuit to block forgiveness, arguing the president can't do it. And so far, they've convinced the courts they're right. Missouri, for instance, has argued that the Missouri Higher Education Loan Authority, which services many federal loans, will lose money if forgiveness happens, indirectly impacting tax revenues in states. The 8th Circuit, for the moment, has agreed, writing forgiveness presents a threatened financial harm to the state of Missouri. The 8th Circuit's current ruling is why if you go to studentaid.gov right now, you receive this urgent message informing you that you can't apply for any forgiveness currently because of the courts. As for what happens next from the 8th Circuit, the Biden administration is appealing to the United States Supreme Court, arguing President Biden can legally issue forgiveness. Lawyers are first fighting to end an injunction, and they will likely soon argue for justices. Say all of this is going to take time, perhaps months, which is putting an increased focus on the calendar. Remember, January 1st is when student loan payments are set to begin for the first time since March of 2020. President Biden said there would be no more extensions, but in the last few days that has become less certain, with the possibility emerging that payments could be delayed again while the legal debate continues. Student advocacy groups are actively lobbying for another delay. So for now, the reality is federal student loan payments and forgiveness remains in limbo. Debt cancellation would cost American taxpayers $400 billion. In Washington, I'm Joe St. George.